Y'all remember back when I talked about Letterkenny?
You were watching TV at your house the other day.
Me too. This time we're taking a more in-depth look at Shoresy Season 1, which I talked about briefly in the initial Letterkenny video. If you didn't see that video, all you gotta know is Shoresy is a spin-off focusing on a side character from Letterkenny who was mostly used as a running gag during the misadventures of the hockey players in the show. In this spin-off, Shoresy is given much more depth and nuance, allowing him to be a more fleshed out character compared to his prior appearances. The show begins with Shoresy playing hockey for the Sudbury Bulldogs, angry the team's been losing all season. With help from his buddy and teammate Sanguinette, they rebuild the Bulldogs from the ground up, bringing new talent to the team. Who are these new players? Well, first there's Frankie, who made a few appearances on Letterkenny here and there, including the episode in Season 10 where Shoresy leaves for Sudbury. Next is Dolo, a rapper turned hockey player, Goody, a man who absolutely loves chicken. Seriously, just watch the scene of him and the boys at a diner.
You have any chicken fingers? No. Chicken tenders?
Goody loves chicken.
Chicken strips? They got popcorn chicken. You like chicken bruschetta?
Then there's Hitch, always ready to hype the boys up, also has a really funny full name when you say it fast. Lastly, there's these three beauties, who I'll let introduce themselves.
Jim. My name's also Jim.
Thanks, Jims. Rounding out the cast, there's also Michaels, the former head coach before Sanger took over, Nat, the general manager, and her assistants Zeeg and Meeg. And there's also Laura Moore from the press, who Shoresy is obsessed with. The show takes on a different tone than Letterkenny, being more of a sports drama than a straightforward sitcom. It's also apparent when you compare the way they're both shot. It's also much shorter than the average season of Letterkenny, being only 6 episodes compared to 8 or 10. This allows the show to be more character and story driven, pulling off quite a bit within a total of 3 hours across the entire season. Another thing about the show is the shift from taking place in the fictional town of Letterkenny to the very real and very lively Sudbury, Ontario. In fairness, the town was used for set dressing during the production of Letterkenny, but now it becomes the main stage for Shoresy and the crew. Instead of going to a bunch of fictional bars and diners, the characters visit the real locations in Greater Sudbury, making the town feel like its own character in the show, much like the fictional Letterkenny and the Parent series. Shoresy recently wrapped up its 2nd season back in October, and was recently renewed for a 3rd. I highly recommend giving it a watch if you're a fan of Letterkenny and an even bigger fan of the foul-mouthed hockey-playing star. You'll find yourself invested in seeing how much more development is given to a gag character as he gets elevated to the lead of his own show. That being said, I'll have to go binge watch Season 2 while I wait for the next season to drop. Catch you later, everybody.
Settle down.